Good evening, creatures of the night. Tonight we are going to delve into the encounters of a man from Fort Smith, Arkansas. Starting 17 years ago, when he had his first encounter. For this one, you must suspend your beliefs, open your imaginations, and delve into the histories of the creatures that we have come to love. And figure out just for yourselves what it is that this man and his brothers encountered so long ago. Because it sure as hell isn't what it appeared to be on the surface. Personally, I believe it was a skinwalker, waiting outside their home, trying to lure these unsuspecting children out there to do God knows what kind of horrible things. In the second story, he believes he encountered a Duende. If you do not know what that is, it's a fairy, goblin, or gnome-like creature. There are many beliefs about this thing. Some that they're good, some that they're bad. Some say they are the reasons that lost children find their way home, while others say they're the reason that the children are lost in the first place. The Duende can be found living under rocks, in old trees, in caves, or even inside the walls of your own home. And while most of the beliefs of this creature vary and are scattered across the world, one belief can be shared among all of them: that this creature is closer to the fairy realm than it is to our own. And now, on with the show. Paranormal things make for good stories to scare children, but real encounters with the paranormal make you question a lot of things. I don't know if this is truly a paranormal encounter or not, but I'm going to tell you something that me and my brothers had to deal with one night. I'm 30 years old now. This happened in either 1999 or 2000. It was our first year in Fort Smith. I was 12 years old, with my 11-year-old brother and my 14-year-old older brother. We all shared one big room because we weren't wealthy. One night, we were all being pretty quiet, and suddenly started to hear a voice clearly saying, "Help me! Please, help me!" It was creepy, and caught us off guard. Especially because we didn't have the TV or the radio on, and nobody else was around. Since we were just kids, we tried to ignore it, but it kept saying, "Help me! Please, help me!" over and over again, in a clear, small boy voice. After a while, we were thoroughly freaked. I had pinpointed the voice from the big window near our dresser. Me and my older brother grabbed a mop and a broom, the only things we could find, to swing for protection. My younger brother had a heavy glass jar that he planned to throw at whatever it was that was making the noise, if it was something that was hurting a little boy. We counted to 3, and my older brother flung open the heavy curtain. It turns out, what was saying "help me" was a cat. A frigging cat. Now, I'm no cat expert, but the way this damn cat spoke, it shouldn't be able to do. And, because of where the cat was, we were sure the voice was coming from the cat. Laugh and say I'm pulling your leg, but this cat spoke clearly to us, and then it leapt off the outer windowsill. It wasn't a black cat, it wasn't a creepy looking cat, it was just a plain old black and white cat. Not that that matters, but it was enough to make me hate cats for the rest of my life. The second encounter also took place in Fort Smith, Arkansas. I was just walking to a friend's house about 4 a.m. this last Sunday. As I was walking down the street, not really paying attention, I caught something out of the corner of my eye. I couldn't really tell what it was, so I kept staring at it. The closer I got to this thing, though, I started realizing that it had a face, and I could see its eyes. I still thought it might be a statue or something, so I continued to stare at it as I walked by. When I got close enough, I could see it had really big eyes. The whites of this thing's eyes were huge, like the size of golf balls. I told myself it was creepy. I said it out loud, just to kind of calm my own nerves, because I really had a case of the heebie-jeebies. As I continued to walk closer and closer, I got more and more detail. It was short, probably only about 3 feet. It was covered in rags, looking really shitty, and it seemed to be holding a cane or staff in its hand. And that's why I kept telling myself it was just an ugly lawn ornament. It had an ugly face, and it didn't look nice. It looked saggy, like an old person's face. Not normal at all, especially the eyes. And its skin was black. And even though it was saggy, it still looked smooth. This thing really looked like it was staring right at me, even as I continued to walk. Its eyes followed me. Sometimes paintings can do that, but I don't think a statue should be able to do the same thing. I kept telling myself it couldn't possibly be staring at me. It was all just in my head. I mean, it was just a statue. So in order to shake off the creeps, I said it out loud again. Man, that is an ugly-ass statue. So then I turned the corner that this thing was on and took another look back at it. That's when I saw that it really was alive. It turned to face me. My blood ran cold. A million questions in my brain flew through, because the damn thing was looking at me. Oh hell no, I thought to myself. This isn't happening. I started thinking all sorts of things, like maybe it was just a prank. Maybe someone was trying to play a joke on me. It had to be something like that, right? I kept walking, trying to figure out what it was. I looked back again, and it was still following me with its head. I had a bottle of water in my hand, and I paused. I thought about throwing water at it, in the sign of a cross, hoping for God's protection. At this point, it was so dark that I could only see the whites of this thing's eyes, and when it got close enough, I started throwing the water. I yelled, "Get out of here, demon!" or something like that. Honestly, I can't really remember what I said, because it was so unbelievable while it was happening. As the water flew through the air, I remember watching it like it was in slow motion. The water hit the leaves around it, and I saw the duende turn its head and move back into the shadows. Yes, I saw this thing actually move. I heard it mumble something, as it does, but I didn't understand what it said, and after that, I could no longer spot it. I started moving away pretty quickly, looking over my shoulder the whole time, praying and praying, "God, please don't let this thing come after me." My friend lives about a block and a half away from there, and when I got there, I started banging on the door to be let in as fast as they could get to the door. And that's basically what happened. I'm not sure if it was a duende. It could have been a gnome or a troll or some other kind of fairy, I guess. I described it to my brother, and he said it could have been a troll. I don't know what the hell it was, but I truly do believe that it was a duende. All I know is that I saw it. It was real, and it freaked me out. That's all I have. I just had to get that off my chest. It sucks that it happened so close to my home. Creatures of the night. Give me your opinions on what these two creatures were. I remember when I first graduated from high school, I would stay up until all hours of the night. It was nice and quiet, nobody was around, and being out in the dark just gave you that extra creep factor. I also remember my mind playing tricks on me and my imagination getting the best of me, and I would constantly freak myself out that I saw something or something was sneaking up behind me. Nothing ever happened, but I can't imagine actually coming face to face with something like this. So, thank you for sharing that encounter with us. And it actually spurred another story that might actually be a duende. My source is out checking it out right now, trying to get the entire scoop. As of right now, there are 3,197 creatures of the night that have already joined the ranks of the Supernaturalist. That is 171 more subscribers than the last time I talked to you. And I think that is epically epic that there are so many people that are interested in listening to this channel. So to all of you newbies, welcome to the Creatures of the Night ranks. To everybody that's already been here, thank you too. I couldn't have gotten those new subscribers without you. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. That is what gets us all of these new people that are joining the ranks of the Supernaturalist channel. And all of you new people out there, if you are one of those unfortunate souls that have an encounter yourself, please email me and you can be featured on an episode right here. The Supernaturalist channel at gmail.com or the Supernaturalist13 at gmail.com. Don't forget to join our groups. The Supernaturalist group on Facebook, the Google Plus group, and you can follow me on Twitter. It's at Supernat channel. I have a surprise for you guys. It's kind of a late 3,000 subscriber thank you, but the collaboration on the Dogman encounters is finally done. And you don't even have to wait until next week to get it, because I'm going to post it on Wednesday. So you're going to get a double dose of the Supernaturalist this week. And to make it even better, I finally got in touch with Juliana. If you remember who that is, it's the Argentina cryptid encounter that she shared with us. She was supposed to give us a picture of the thing that she encountered that she sketched for us, but through some technical difficulties, the file didn't work. I finally got it. It's saved onto my computer, and I'm going to be showing you that on Wednesday as well. So, a belated thank you for hitting 3,000 subscribers. And a special thank you to Swamp Dweller, Black Eyed Blonde, and Nico Wonderdust for helping me with this collaboration. If you haven't already checked out their channels, please do so, because they're really awesome and they are great storytellers. That's all I have for tonight. I'll catch you guys in 2 days, and I leave you with this. There are things out there that haunt the shadows in the still of the night. Is it truly quiet because everything is slumbering peacefully? Or is there something so evil and frightening just beyond your line of sight that nothing dares to make a sound? I bet the next time you're out there at night, you'll be wondering the same thing. Nighty night, creatures of the night. Don't miss your chance to scream.